like some suburban vulture. No, when I pulled back the curtain and the apartment is now a ghost on a vacant lot on 19th Street, I saw lots of color, and although I was blind to it at first, the first time I got accused of calling a kid a nigger with my lips sealed like quiet as Eka Mouse, I slowly understood that my hood was good for only a few things. It kept cycles of hatred going. The growing crack epidemic endemic to the urban centers, thanks to the CIA and other powers that be, led to me paying for crimes that weren't mine. Fine, I guess our food stamps were accepted with less hesitation when I went to Wilson Farms for milk. Church in that corner store now makes me sick. But I was in the same boat as my friends and foes that chose me. My mom dated Tommy White, a black man from the east side. My 3-year-old sister is Pride. When we decided to go to a city pool to cool off on a muggy Western New York day, it was plain to see who the cracker was, because it was only me and my 2 sisters in a chlorine-filled sea of splashing happy black children. And we joined and enjoyed our day without so much as thought about racism. Back on the west side, it was different, though. Sometimes I couldn't even go outside without gangs patrolling the street thinking they were straight out of Compton. Black and silver hats, mix and match Fila's, Nike flights, and I stayed inside knowing that color didn't matter to me but was a sin out in the sun. Dumb white skin good for only burning and turning the world upside down. So I drowned my sorrows with Kool-Aid and Little Debbie snacks. Another way the powers attack with wax sugar foods, as addicted as the crack being slung from half the houses on my street. Sleep was sweet. It's where I would meet Miles and Coltrane, ask them about their pain, their addictions. My addiction got better, and without trying, I started flying academically, skipped a grade, read at level 6 years above me. But did that concern me? No. I just wanted to be accepted. So I fought the kid that dissed my mom. Before that, I only had bombs dropped on me, but Freddie's blood filled the streets. The snow melted as I finally felt what it meant to dole out the licking. Sick feeling, good, sick, empowering, that coward thing that force brings to the forefront. My blunt violence, unsurprisingly suspended from schools. Rules are apparently rules, but the suspension from school didn't fool me. You treaty breakers, you Quakers, cunts made me angry, and the black and reeking kids were seething and took any chance they could to remind me of the fact that, in fact, I was a minority. This was their jungle. I could ball better than all of them. Maybe it was the jazz I listened to on my Walkman, undercover. My love for hip-hop started not with Hammer and the Fresh Prince. It started when I heard the message, Chuck D, KRS, and Rakim. Dreaming of escape, less scrapes, big meals, not scraps. Raps about being paid in full got me excited as I tried to ignore stomach growls. Avoid the scowling, confused kids looking for brawls, till Shiloh, this reeking kid, rearranged my nose, chose brutality instead of discourse. This, of course, was my fault for speaking up on a trivial matter. I knew better, so my friends didn't jump him despite our numbers. Numb? No, just knowing jungle rules dictate sloths don't step on lion toes without blood flowing, showing me, teaching me vital lessons. Lucky it was just a bat, not a Smith & Wesson, dressed down by a cat Naz's age at the time, 13, 14. My friends helped me to my feet, sweet peas and carrots from the freezer. The only thing to appease my throbbing, broken nose. Goes to show that healthcare and welfare don't mix. Begging my mom for new kicks down at Rick's in Allentown, and now this? No way I was going to run up a hospital bill, not willingly. You'd have to drag me kicking and screaming, scheming on the school gear I wanted but couldn't afford. Salvation Army slacks, used starter hats, reminding me that class is determined and kept intact by things that don't matter. It's not about color, it's about power and struggle. One more text. I wrote this in Berlin like 2 years ago, and I was reading like Communist Manifesto at the time, and I had like red bloody hands from skating all over town and shit. So that sort of inspired this one. Morning starts with city soundscapes. Building hustle, flex the brain muscle, guzzle some coffee to bring the rest of me up to speed. Last 2 days spent on weed, now I'm ready for the street. This is your brain on ski poop. How I spent too much time duck hunting on my Nintendo. When though did it go from a giggling frog and a dog crossing the road to a bunch of G.I. Joes in Iraq driving tanks with PlayStation control pads? That is no joke, and the folks who can't see that the military, politics, and commerce share the same purse, that one they stole from the classes. Rough-neck slave drivers, once they have their cheap labor, don't expect any favors. They'll caper toss your ass to the curb, and woe is you if you try to disturb their empire. Then they hail down and fire in Bridgestone tires, the fury of the merchants in bed with Babylon, drunk on our blood, and all the chemical suds in the world produced off Jersey turnpikes won't make it white and won't make it right. You also shouldn't be fooled. White does not equal right. Even though they might have you believe that hype. Hey kids, the times are ripe to unite and fight that beast. The earth needs relief. Ani DeFranco says we're armed to the teeth, and she's right. Water gateless, toothless, thanks to white collie bullies sent to media editors, putting the fear of Reagan in them, paving the way for the Murdochs and Berlusconis of this world. Me, I'm scared of absolutely no one though, cause you don't control me. You don't control me. You don't control me. You don't own me. You don't even know me. But you will, cause my lyrical hounds smell your blood and are circling for the kill. That is your will, isn't it, to create death machines, negative utopia dreams, megalomaniacal schemes, but you failed to recruit me for your wicked team. And now my steaming anger boils, ready to rock the Casbah, rock the Casbah, rock the fucking Casbah. Grand Poobahs, winners and state winners, sinners, greedy history, officially my fist meeting my breath. Even though Ruster's dead, he bled for Buffalo like I do. Sad skylines, sad times, thanks industrial tycoons and upper class buffoons for ruining the immigrants like the metal in a glass they produce in your plants. Day and night hampered by fat cat Rockefeller Carnegie types. Hey Knox, thanks for the nice museum. Did it let you take a Renoir past the doorway, the threshold of hell? Well, I doubt it. Plus there's no such place as hell, except for the one where my brothers and sisters dwell. What are you selling now, recovery? Obama, Roosevelt, svelte, heartfelt, hip-hip harangue from fireside speeches? I'm speechless, as the rulers once again try to dupe us into thinking things are okay, and then they'll drop another war in our laps, and that's just what they'll do, too. Fuck it, dude. Let's go bowling. I'm rolling with Louie and the Potato Head Blues. Big reports bouncing off my news reports bouncing off my big heart. Doing my part just by starting another day alive. Struggling to try to make sense of it, but still not afraid of sheet-covered masters, because the bastards aren't the masters of me. Hey, yes, men of the world, unite, so I can rid the world of your plight without so much as a fight. Drop bombs on X marks the spots where creativity rots, where simple times are pimply behind the wine after a day of day trading in some bar in lower Manhattan. When and how did Manhattan happen? Oh yeah, you stole the land from indigenous tribes, and well, bad vibes are still felt, and buildings tumble with Hollywood-type rumbles, and salt of the earth types, cops, firefighters, and EMTs sacrificed their lives for people who care less if they lived or died. Earth destroyers, country invaders, all sorts of shades of shady, seedy, greedy leeches, contracts breached with now terrorists that went from payroll to most wanted lists. Capitalist cysts are meant to pop. Don't stop until the disguises have been debunked. Fuck what you heard and take back the earth. Fuck what you heard and take back the earth. Fuck what you heard and take back the earth. Thanks.